My wife joked about swapping partners at a dinner party, but it wasn't a joke to her. I found that out the hard way. That night started as laughter and ended as humiliation. The kind of humiliation that burns so deep, it doesn't fade with time. It transforms you. When Mia made that joke, I laughed along, thinking it was just her twisted sense of humor. But when the truth came out, when I saw what she had actually done behind that laugh, let's just say, the joke wasn't funny anymore. It was karma, and she was the punchline. Her name was Mia. She was magnetic, bold, playful, and always the center of attention. We'd been together for 4 years, living what looked like a perfect life. We hosted dinner parties, took spontaneous trips, posted those happy couple photos that made people comment relationship goals. That night, we invited another couple, Daniel and Lara, over for dinner. They were our close friends. We did everything together: hikes, game nights, even vacations. The drinks were flowing, the laughter was loud, and then Mia said it. You know what would be fun? Swapping partners for a weekend, just to see what happens. Everyone laughed, awkwardly, nervously. Daniel chuckled. Lara looked down, uncomfortable. I laughed too, brushing it off. But Mia looked at me in a way I hadn't seen before. Mischievous, daring, almost testing me. It wasn't just a joke. It was a spark of something darker. Over the next few days, I noticed little changes. Mia texting more, smiling at her phone. When I'd ask who she was talking to, she'd say, "Just Lara. We're planning a spa day." But Lara was quiet, too quiet, and my gut told me something wasn't right. It started small. Mia began staying out later, saying she was with the girls. She wore perfume before leaving, dressed up more often. I wanted to trust her, but trust isn't blind. It's earned. One night, I texted Lara, casually asking if she and Mia were still out. Lara's reply came quick. "What do you mean? I haven't seen her all week." That's when everything clicked. The joke, the secret smiles, the sudden lies. I didn't confront her right away. I wanted proof, because part of me still hoped I was wrong, that I was just paranoid. But one night, when she told me she was sleeping over at Lara's, I followed her. Her car led me to Daniel's place, and the second I saw her walk up to his door and kiss him before going inside, my heart broke, but my face didn't flinch. Because right then, I knew, if she wanted to play games, I was about to show her how they end. I didn't explode. I didn't storm in. Instead, I recorded what I saw. Just her walking into his place, the kiss, the timestamp. No words, no arguments, just truth. When she came home the next morning, smiling like nothing happened, I felt a calm I can't explain. She poured coffee, kissed my cheek, and said, "You should have come with us last night. We had so much fun." I smiled back and said, "Oh, I know exactly what you did." Her smile froze. Then I showed her the video. The cup fell from her hand, coffee splattering across the counter. "It's not what it looks like," she stammered. But I'd already stopped listening, because when you've been betrayed, silence says more than words ever could. My revenge wasn't loud. It was poetic. The next weekend, Daniel and Lara invited us, invited me, to another dinner party. I agreed to come, but didn't tell Mia. I showed up alone. Lara looked relieved, and Daniel, his face said everything. Halfway through dinner, I stood up, raised my glass, and said, "Before we eat, I'd like to toast to honesty, the kind that doesn't hide behind laughter." Then, I turned to Daniel and added, "You might want to tell Lara what happened the night Mia said she was joking." The room went silent. Daniel's face went pale. Lara looked at him, then at me, then at her phone as I sent her the proof. Mia walked in minutes later, late, confused, and unaware she was walking into her own exposure. The looks on everyone's faces said it all. Her joke had become her downfall, and her silence, her punishment. After that night, everything unraveled. Mia moved out. Daniel lost Lara. I didn't celebrate. I just let it all go. Because revenge isn't about destroying someone. It's about reclaiming your peace. And I finally had mine. A year later, I ran into Laura. She smiled and said, "You were right to handle it the way you did. They got what they deserved." Sometimes life doesn't need you to scream your pain. It just needs you to stay calm long enough for karma to do the talking. When someone treats loyalty like a joke, life has a way of making them the punchline. Subscribe to SilkMirror for more stories of heartbreak, revenge, and transformation.